Hello guys, so welcome to another video. So in this video I'm going to make a normal pavilion in Grasshopper, okay? But in this video I'm going to explain you every single element, like why I'm doing it and what is the major thing. So let's go into the video. uh, First I'm going to construct a point. So before doing that, wait a sec, I just new document, I mean open document. I just open this document which I already did before. So I'll just show you the pavilion to give you a clear idea. Bake it, maybe default layer, I don't care which layer, I'm just baking it. So now I'm just changing this so I'm just going to do this pavilion, okay? So you can see, like, this is the wireframe. What I'm just doing is I'm just constructing an arc first of all. Then in that arc, I'm just creating different size of circles and I'm going to loft it. So I'll explain why I created the arc, then I will explain the circle concept. But usually in Rhino, what I used to do if I want to create it, I just create a circle over here, this circle, four kind of circle. Then I just create this line, that is a swipe line. So for a reference, like how do that four circle join, and then how it creates a loft. So this is how the technique follows in Rhino. But now let's see in Grasshopper. So I always say, like, when you can't sort the things in Grasshopper, sometimes for some in some steps, just think what you will do in Rhino, the same element. You will definitely get an idea, because like Grasshopper is an extension of Rhino. Okay, so whatever command you see, like, it will be definitely there. And other than that, whatever you can do here, definitely you can do here. And the same way, whatever you can do here, so it's kind of it's the same software, right? So that's why, unless and until, like, facade or something, like if you want a simple simple solution, you can think like this. I used to do that, okay? So just a small technique. So first I'm going to use construct point. This is my first command. So in the construct point I'm going to use uh, bifocal. So this is not an inbuilt command, this is a plugin, so which gives me a label. You can see the construct point. So this will give you a clear understanding for you guys also what command I'm using. That's it. So in this construct point, so for drawing a curve, I need a points for reference. Okay. So with that point only, with the point only, I can draw a curve. So, and I want a point something like zigzag. Okay. And when I see from the top, like, just imagine, sorry, like, let's see, just imagine this is x and y. I want a curve which is like, from the top, the point should look like this. So if you look at this, the x and the y values should be same. So the x and y value is same, so that I get a uniform curve, like uniform point over here. So technically I need a x and y value. So now I want a curve something like this. Okay, so if this is 0, so here also the curve should be uniform, like 25, 50, then 75. So this is z value. So here x is equal to y and z should be in proportion. It's like some value proportion to some value q. Okay, so this is a major concept. Okay, so then only I need a arc with this kind of properties. Okay, I'm just cancelling this. So as I said before, I want x and y, and I can't give like 1 and 2 values, like it's like it sometimes it won't. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the command random. So it will randomly select three numbers for me, because I need 3 points, so it will randomly select three numbers for me. So I'm just giving random here and here. So x and y, as I said before, x and y are same, so the whatever number it generates here should be same for both the value. So Now it's asking for the range. So from which range, that is from which part you need the random three numbers, like from 10 to 20 you need three numbers, or like from 5 to 6 you need three numbers. For so you can give construct domain. So construct domain is the element which gives you the start and the end for range. Okay, so I'm just constructing a domain which states the start and edge. So in the name itself it shows it's a domain. So I'm going to give it two value, that is start and edge. So it's a single axis. So I'm giving a normal construct domain, not a square or something. So now maybe I will take a value from like maybe minus 2 plus. Okay, maybe I can give why not 13. So now I need this end to be 13, okay, and I need the start to be maybe minus 13, something interesting. So you can give minus 13 by two ways. One is you can go into expression and you can give minus x. So whatever I give, wait, I'll show you. I'll keep a panel. Panel is a great thing, okay? Like with panels, you can see all the output. You can see minus 13 to plus 13. So this one acts like x is the value which we are giving. So all the x value should be minus. So it can be done by this expression, or else you can use negative. This element connect here, and when I connect here, now let's see the panel. So you can see minus 13 to 13. So in numbers you can see by default one number should be defined. As I said before, I need 3, so I'm just giving 3. So you can see a uniform random value is being given. So here I want seeds. Okay, the seeds is like it's a kind of a random engine, randomize the value. I'll by default it has 2, I'm giving as 3, this one also, which has a proportion to the numbers. So you can see like three values of x and y. So from random you can see like three values has been created. One is minus and other two are plus. And when I connect to this, you can see by default z is 0. So x is minus 5 plus 5. It's like the same number is repeated in x and y. Now as I said before, I need the z value also. So as I said, z value should have a proper range, like proper way of multiples. So I'll give range, or else you can use multiples also, but here I am just taking range. So in the domain I can give the end number. Like here you just need to give the end number. So I'm just giving the end number, that is 150, and it's asking for steps is literally like uh, how many numbers you want. Okay, so I'm just giving like I need three numbers. Okay, I need three values. By default it has 10. So but you can see by default it has 10 values, but I just need three values. But you see I was asking I need three values, but you can see it has four values. Actually I just need three values, but uh, it's because you can see, like you may ask why it came four value, because in in the z axis you can see the four values. It's because the 0. So here you can see the like if you give 3, it will be like 0 1 2 3. So it has four values. It counts the 0 count as a one value. So not this 0 value, the number like 0 is one value, so it doesn't start from 1. So that's the issue. So here you can go into step and you can reduce, like x is the value, so I want minus 1. So if you give commit changes, you can see minus 3. So you can ask, bro, instead of giving 3, you can give me a 2 and do that. But like in this it's a small expression, you can do that. But in certain expression, the one number should be like if you connect properly, that you don't need to change for every, there will be a lot of elements at that time, you can't go change by one. So if you connect properly with this kind of expression, so it has a proper proportion. That's what I used to say. Okay. So so this is done. So you can see, and there's another way to do. It's like simple mathematics. Okay, subtraction. So you can see subtraction. So in this, what I can do is I just connect A and here 1. So connect here. Sorry, I just remove the expression, commit changes. So technically the value is 3, so 1 has been subtracted, so it has 2. So when 2 is connected, 0 is counted, so technically it's 3 values. Okay, so you can do this one also, but it's up to you. Okay, so I'm just changing the expression because expression will always work for me, but it's up to your choice. But for me, expression will always it's a proper way for me, so I don't have a lot of script in that. So we got the point which I actually needed. So you can see the point is created, and now I need a curve in this point. So what I'm going to do is interpolate. So interpolate curve. So you could have, if you know Rhino, like you could have seen, like there are two nerve curve. One is control point curve, another one is interpolate curve. So control point curve, the curve won't pass through the point. It just have the alignment to the point. Interpolate curve is like the curve which passes through the point. So I'm just connecting the point to the vertex, so you can see the curve passes through the point, and we got the curve. So you can hide the points if you want because it's not necessary right now. You can hide all the things. So from here the curve is done. So you can see the curve is done. So you can like I want 4 point, like I want points. Okay, that's major thing. And before I was saying I want a circle, like how do I say, I want a different direction circles. With that only I'm going to create the structure. So for now just create circle. Okay, this is not, it's not a vector. So vector is the one which you draw in Rhino and you don't give any value, just assign it. But so I'm just giving like 30. So if I draw a circle from this point, you can see the circle are like it's not perpendicular, it's just flat with the points. So the points are here. The curves are it's not perpendicular to the, like it's not in the perpendicular line for the curve. This arc. I want something perpendicular with the flow. That's why. So that for that I just need to create a frames. Because the point doesn't show me the plane. So whatever you draw with the, I just need to unconnect this. Maybe I can disconnect to this. So for now I just don't need this. I just preview of it. So I just need a circle with which is like perpendicular to this curve. Okay, so for drawing a circle I need some frame which is perpendicular, like a reference. So what I like, you can see the point. So with point you can draw like it will be like it will perpendicular to the point, but it won't perpendicular to the curve. So what I am going to do is I'm going to create perpendicular frames. So if I create perpendicular frames, so you can see the frames are been moving, like it's not in the same, the direction of the frames is moving. So count, I need 4 frames. I need 4 frames, but I'm giving I need 4 frames. So on count I need 4 frames, but here I'm giving 3 because like as I said before, it counts 0. You can see 4 frames, the same concept. Maybe I can show you. So here the value is 0. So there is 0 is there. So one more thing is, like in the video, like whenever I connect a panel, you can see there's 2 zeros here, and you can see there's 3 zeros. What does that mean? I'll tell you at last, okay? Because if I say it won't be interesting. That's why. So I just created 4 frames, like 4 frames. So in this 4 frames, I just need like all the 4 frames, but I don't want the 4th frame should be like this. I want the 4th frame should be parallel. Maybe I can use horizontal frame. So it will be horizontal to the curve. Maybe parametric 10 or something. Okay. So you can see like the curve is it will be flat along the curve, the plane. So I just wanted 0, but you can see like if you give, because the this panel height from like perpendicular height is 150, but it's so I just gave 10, so it's going only 10. So if you give like 100 or 250, go to the top, but I just need 0 because I need a proper horizontal plane. So I just need this plane. Now you can see the four plane has been created. So I just need these top three planes. So you can say you can reduce the number. No, like whatever reduce the number, this like this will be, there will be change in between, but the start and the end is the first frames. You can see the 0, then 1, then 0. You can see the frames is like here, and then 1. You can see these two frames are the first it's creating, and I don't want this part, so I can't do that. So what I can do is I can use list item. List item is like it's a cool tool. Like if you have a like if a single component has like multiple values, like multiple object being saved in a single component, you can use list item and you can get the value. So you can see four planes. So in this you can see it's assigned by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 is this one is this one, 2 is this one, this 3 is this one. By giving this name, by giving number 2, and if I connect here and if I select this, you can see the second frame has been selected. And if I change shift it to 1, you can see the first frame is selected, and you can see the third frame is selected. So I need 3 frames. I can't do every time like list item 1, 2, 3. What I can do is like I can use panel. So in panel, if I give 2 and enter, like enter, so you can use panel for giving our input value also. So you can see that 2 is being selected, but I want this 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do multi-data. So now I'm going to give the value 1, 3, 2. So I'm just giving this value 1, 3, 2. So you can see all the 3 panels has been selected. So now in this, when I select this, you can see the down panel is also selected. I just hide this. So now these two, you can see all the 4 panels has been selected. So in the 4 panel, now I just need to draw the circle in different sides. That's the matter. So here the major thing, like when I give a panel, uh, you can see there's two zeros. So now there's 2 panels. So usually I use merge in this kind of situation because like first I need to join this and I need to join this. So this is the first panel, then this is second panel with an order. So for like just imagine if you have a one component, everything joined into one single input. So it will be a little bit confusing. We don't know which one we join first, and we don't know the memory. So I always use merge. So before getting the output and drawing a circle, I just connect this. You can see two zeros, and here if you see, you can see 3 zeros. And if I connect this merge, you can see the value comes under the single panel, but then also the value, you can see it's not coming as a single list. You can see this is in a separate list, then there is an hyphen, then there is a single another separate list. What this mean? What is this? So I'll just keep here. So when I construct domain, you can see it's a 0, 1, 0. Then when I go into random, you can see 2, 0. Then when I go into curve, you can see it's 2, 0. And then with perpendicular frame, it is third 0. So the construct domain, the 1, 0 is the start. Just imagine this is the father, and the random, it's like we are generating the point, so it's doing another activity, and this is the sun. And with the points, we are not changing anything, we are just creating the curve. So this also comes under like sun's brother or something, but in the same generation. So but in perpendicular frame, we are creating a new frame structure with the curve. So curve doesn't come here, curve acts as a reference, but we are creating new items from this. So this comes under grandson. So it's kind of an age thing. So for here, for this item, the curve is the father, and the horizontal frame which we create in the curve is the son. So there are different generations. I'm just saying this for the generation. So every every action, like a every action is being recorded in a proper generation wise. So when I do this, it will create circle for sure. Like it will create the circle. But when you're lofting it, or when you going in a next version, or like when you're going working on next like in advanced script, this is a problem. So what we are going to do for this? So the major, like what I will do is, like the simple thing is flatten. So I just do flatten for this. So flatten makes the property like it just it's kind of amnesia. So it makes the component to forget its property, like forget its generation, and gives you 0. So I'll just connect here. So you can see it's 0, and you can see it's 0. So generation has been starting from the first. And you can see the output merge result comes under a single list, 1 0, and all the 4 comes under the thing. But if just imagine if this component is not only connected here, it's also connected somewhere here, somewhere in the imaginary component, and that in that component the generation should be necessary. Like this generation should not be broken. Like here the same way it is also connected through this, and this generation should not be breaked. So what can we do? Simple. Just remove the flatten from here to the flatten over here. So here the value is being changed to a single list, but here it's in the same generation, that is the second generation, and here it is in the third generation. Or else you can do the flatten over here also, like in the end of the result. It's up to you. So this is a major thing when you work in the Grasshopper, like the zeros, and these are the things, like because of this only most of the errors will be like you will encounter, like you will be like you're facing a lot of error because of this kind of issues only. So from the merge, I'm just going to draw a circle. So circle, I need a plane, so I'm just connecting the plane over here. So you can see the already circle has been drawn, but I just need 4 different values. I mean not 4 different values, I just need 4 values. What I'm going to do is merge. So here I'm going to give 10, and I'm going to give 140. So 1 3. So 3 values I need 10, and 4th value should be 140. So when I give this, you can see like it's been created. Now you might have you might have a question, bro, you gave the 4th value as 140, but how this? So according to this is the 4th, but how this came? Like that's what I did here. Like just imagine D1. So D1 is the horizontal frame which we create here. So that's why I gave the connection over here. So just imagine if I give the connection over here and here. So according to this particular frame, this comes under last. So first the list comes like D1, D2, D3, then D4. That's why I just use merge. So I just want this perpendicular frame, the horizontal frame, to be in the first, and in the second I want the first one to be here, and in the list you can see 1 3 2. So this is D1, and this is D2, and this is D3, and this is D4. So that's why I gave 1 3 2. So I can change the order. I can't only select it, but I can also change the order in list item. So that's what, like you can also, or else you can give 1 2 3, and you just need to change 140 to T3. That's it. I just did purposefully, like so that you get the idea of how can you change the order, and like how can you change the order. So once you got the circle, it's so simple. What I'm going to do is loft. So I'm just going to loft it. So you can see loft has been done, but this is not what I need. So there is 2 problems. One, this one, the plane is not aligned, so it is twisting. Okay, so this one is my one problem. The second one is like I don't want the curve should go until here. I just want to end it somewhere here and go there. So what I can do is, first I need to correct this. I just use align plane, align plane. So here what I'm going to do is, these are the planes, so I'm just connecting here, and instead of giving plane from here, I'm just aligning it, and it will ask direction. I just give unit Z as the direction. So you can see this part is not like it's not twisting. So you can see the difference between both the things. So I didn't. So there's the value and nothing has been changed. It just gives an option like aligning. So I'm just showing that I didn't change any value. The value of the both the planes are still same, but I'm just aligning in a proper way. Like there are sometimes the direction might be wrong, so that time you need to use flip. So like these are some certain things which can't be seen, but you need to do it. Okay. So next, I don't want uh, like in this way. So what I'm going to do, I just go into the option. I just check the loft properties normal. So I can give loose. Simple. I got it. So or else you can also explore other options. Let's see. Next tight. This is tight. Next. Tight is nothing but it should be like it enters into all the curves properly. You can see all the dimensions in a proper way. Uniform. Good. Next. I used to explore all the options, but like other two options, you explore it. Uh, for now, I just give loose and come and change. So you can see the pavilion which I need, it's been created. So if you want play mode, you can give the D to this value. If you want more, like you can create like this, and you can go into the this part. You can change the angle somewhere like this 4. You get an angle something like this. If you want, you can change the proportion from 13. If you want, you can change the seedings. You can change the height, that is XYZ. So you can do whatever you want. So what I will do is, like after this I want to stop here, then I try to give like twin curves. I just do a lot of shit things. Curve on surface. Curve on surface. So this is it. So I think so. I explained all the components in a proper way. If you don't get any component, let me know in the comment section. That's all for the video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.